Hello everyone and welcome to the first video blog of 2010 from Game 7 Baseball. This short video we're just going to go over a few goals that we hope to accomplish with the Game 7 video blogs, and it's really about making this a community event as far as the baseball world is concerned. We want to answer questions from you, coaches and parents and players, and really just discuss current topics and how we can further progress the game of baseball and keep our kids safe and healthy and also enjoy the experience. Some of our other goals from a player standpoint, as far as pitchers are concerned, our first goal with dealing with pitchers is injury prevention. That's our number one focus for pitchers is, with the increase in numbers of players getting hurt and arm injuries. I recently had a pitching camp where I had 8 kids. I asked how many of them had serious arm pain, and 7 out of the 8 raised their hands, and that really scares me to death. So that's our main focus as far as the pitching is concerned. We also obviously concentrate on mechanics, the strength conditioning side of pitching. Obviously, if you're not well equipped to handle positions in your delivery, then it's going to be hard to achieve the mechanics we want you to achieve. So, how strength and conditioning tie in hand to hand with pitching mechanics, and obviously, of course, velocity and control. Everyone wants to throw harder and throw the ball where they want. And then further down the road, how to develop a game plan for as a pitcher in your approach to hitters at the plate. As far as on the hitting side, we really want to make the hitters better. We want to stress mechanics, keeping the bat in the strike zone as long as we can, how to develop power, and also, like we talked about earlier with the pitchers, how to have a game plan at the plate. As far as the coaches go, we want to develop this as an education for coaches and parents to talk about the development of players, how to coach different types of players, what to expect when you're coaching players, and if players take lessons, how we handle that situation and things like that. The other goal of us at Game 7 is to have these players peak at high school or later. Hopefully later they're still peaking at getting better past the high school level if they have that opportunity to play past high school. And that gets kind of in a touchy situation with a lot of coaches. For instance, if I have a 10-year-old that's batting 600 and he's got a very long swing and just doesn't use any hips at all, and I change this kid and he goes into his next game and strikes out 3 times, I'm probably not going to be a very popular guy. But the reason we always do this is I want to have this player ready to play at the high school level. And if he's doing things right now that aren't going to help him get there, then my goal is to change it now rather than wait. And so that's what we kind of have to understand as a community, whether you're taking lessons or receiving instruction from a coach, is that you're usually going to get worse before you get better. So we have to kind of go into the process understanding that, and we're going to lead into that with some of our next video blogs. We're going to talk about probably the most common question I get, bar none, more than any other question is, how can my child take what he learns in a lesson or in practice and apply that to the field? I have guys come up to me all the time and say, Brad, when he's with you, he throws strikes, he throws harder, he hits the ball well, and then we get in a game, his velocity's down, he can't throw strikes, he's striking out, and that's all part of the game as well. Now, that's not everybody, but that is happening. So we have to go into the process understanding that before we get better, if we're at this level right here, and then we learn a new process, we're usually going to drop down a little bit before we make the adjustment and go to a higher level. So really, that's about educating parents and coaches about the whole process of learning new skills and things like that. So we're going to go into that whole process, how to carry over skills you've learned from lessons into the game, and then we're going to make that a 2-part video blog because there is a lot to cover in that subject. But we look forward to having all of you guys interact with me. If you have any questions, feel free to email me from our website at g7baseball.com. And we're going to cover a lot of things and hopefully make this a great community event to help us educate parents and coaches along with the players and keep these kids healthy and let them enjoy their experience of baseball.